Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining me today. First of all, I want to acknowledge the fact that I am getting over a cold/sinus infection, so that is why I sound really nasally and gross. But regardless of that fact, I was going to get ready today just because I'm on my winter break from college and I've rarely been wearing makeup, so I just decided to throw on some makeup today, and I decided to film it so that you all can see what I come up with. Before I started filming this though, I did put on a BB cream, concealer, and I powdered everything down except for my under eye setting powder. But besides that, yeah, I have my base on. I just have to put on powder, and I like putting it on right before I do my shadow, so in case there's any fallout, I could just sweep it away. So yeah, let's just get into it. I'm going to be using my NYX HD finishing powder and my Real Technique sponge. I really like this sponge. I've been debating on getting a beauty blender. I'm like, yeah, I'll use it, but I rarely ever use my Real Technique sponge. So I'm like, there's no use in me doing that. I have to get a mirror. Oh, you know what palette has a really good mirror? The Jaclyn Hill Becca palette. Ooh, really good mirror. And I'm sorry if I blind you guys, but huge mirror. And yes, I film on my iPad because I don't have a camera anywhere else. Now that my under eye looks so incredibly weird, I'm going to be taking my Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. This is the Photo Focus, in case they have other ones and you need deciphering which one I have. Alrighty, I have primed my eyelids and I have set it with just a white-ish shade. I'm going in with Beaches and Cream from the MannyMUA palette. I'm going to put that into my crease. I was thinking of doing a little series on my channel, and let me know down in the comments below if you're interested in seeing the series, although I may just do it because I really like the idea. I saw an artist somewhere on YouTube, and I don't even remember her name, to be honest. She made all these paintings based on women that inspired her and inspire other people, and so what I was thinking of is twisting her idea in a little way and creating makeup looks inspired by YouTubers, beauty bloggers, etc. that inspire me not only in my makeup journey but in my journey called life. I think it's important that now with all of these YouTubers that are focusing on the drama and the negativity of all these different influencers on YouTube and on Instagram, it's really beneficial to shine light to people that you find really helpful in your life and create something inspired by that person. I find that concept really entertaining to me. So if that concept is entertaining to you, I will work on editing and uploading that really horrible video, or I will just create a whole new look in its entirety. Right now I'm taking Sora, which is the middle shade right here, and I'm putting it kind of in that outer part right over here. I'm also blending it into my crease. And the look that I filmed months ago, and when I mean months ago, I literally filmed it in October. I haven't gotten around to trying to transfer the footage from my iPad to my laptop and trying to edit it. But regardless of that fact, right now I'm taking Frappe, which is this shade right here, and doing the same thing that I did with Sora. I mean, the look came out great, I think. But I was kind of I don't know, I was kind of self-conscious about it because I'm not that good of a makeup person or a YouTuber enough to say here's a makeup tutorial, It was just a look inspired by somebody. So I'd like to get feedback back on that, if you guys don't mind. Alrighty, now that that is blended out to what I think is an okay blending ability, I am going to be taking the shade Cosmopolitan, which is this gorgeous, gorgeous peach shade. I'm going to be taking it on my finger because I like putting lid shades on with my finger most of the time. It's just really a preference thing, to be honest. Anyway, I'm going to put this shade on my lid and then I'm going to come back to complete this eye right here. Alrighty, the lid shade is on. I'm actually going to take Mars, which is this gorgeous red shade. I actually really like using it, but it's really dry. I mean, like, I feel like that's a complaint with everybody with this palette, that it's really, really dry. But I am going to put it kind of in the outer part, also kind of in the crease, and then I'm going to blend it out. I'm going to dip into Aphrodite, which is the darkest color in the palette. It's the dark brown. I'm going to kind of, kind of put a little too much or whatever. I don't want it to be too dark in there, so I'm just going to blend it out. Last step that I'm going to do is taking Artemis. I think I'm saying that right, but it's this, the lightest shade in the palette. It's a gorgeous shade. I love this shade a lot. Put that underneath my brow bone and in my inner corner to brighten it up. I'm going to be dipping into my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. I have soft brown. It's a little too warm for me, so I put a little bit of eyeshadow on the top of it and it cooled it down a little bit. Although I do like having my eyebrows warm in some instances, like if I'm just doing whatever, I don't really care, but there are some looks where it is really like having a defined, cool toned brow, and this is going to be probably one of those cases. I basically like to outline my whole brow. I like to go underneath first, and then I go over and I connect, and I make like the perfect tail end, and then I go in and I fill. Okay, next what I'm going to do for my brows is taking this little teeny tiny brush I got in an eyebrow powder kit. I'm going into the primal shade right here in my Naked Basics 2 palette. I like this to deepen up my brows when I have the pomade on, and I also just like using it as my brow color if I'm just in a rush. I'm going to take the spoolie on the other end of this Anastasia brush. Going to go through and comb it over a million times to soften everything up. For eyeliner, I'm going to take the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. I feel like I'm running out of this eyeliner. I'm most likely running out of this eyeliner. I'm going to try my hardest to stay on the screen while I'm doing this, but doing it with one hand is going to be very difficult, so we shall see. We shall see. Yep, I couldn't stay in frame for that, so my eyeliner is now on, and now I'm going to be doing mascara. I'm using the Great Lash by Maybelline. After I do this, I'm going to hop over and do the other eye, and then I will come back. Alrighty, so both eyes are done, and I do want to say that this eye, when I was applying mascara, decided to spaz out just a little bit, and I got mascara all over my lower lash line. So if it looks weird and it looks like I'm wearing a full line of eyeliner on my bottom lash line, you know why, because mascara is weird sometimes. Okay. I am going in and bronzing now. I am taking my e.l.f. bronzer palette. I'm taking the lightest shade. I am really close to finishing up this powder, and I'm very excited. No words can describe how happy I am to almost be done with the bronzer. Alrighty, that mirror is disgustingly dirty. Wow. Alright. Ooh, also fun news. I ordered the Kathleen Lights and Morphe palette. I really don't need any more eyeshadows, and if you saw my makeup inventory, you would know I really don't need any more eyeshadows, but I love, love, love Kathleen so much, and I was devastated when I wasn't able to get it. Um, I was devastated when I wasn't able to get the palette the first time around, so I was just like, I have to get it. Plus, I really haven't used any Morphe anything. I mean, I never had any Morphe anything before, so I'm also really excited to try the Morphe formula as well as support Kathleen. I love Kathleen so much. I have two of her lipsticks from ColourPop. I have Lumiere, the lippy stick, not a little liquid lipstick. And I also have Point Zero. Solid colors. I love them a lot. Alright, I think I'm good with bronzing up. You know what? I'm feeling a little adventurous today. I'm going in with Hoola. I have it in the Chicafon palette. And I'm just going to take a little bit of it on this e.l.f. I think this is like a complexion brush or something like that. And I'm going to go ahead and bronze a little bit more. Basically, it was in the Sephora that is there in Times Square. And in order for you to get a bracelet to meet the two of them, you had to purchase a benefit product. So I was purchasing like a product for myself, and my mom was purchasing a product to get for my friend that was going to meet up with me later in the day. So she like wore the bracelet and then took it off and gave it to her. Anyway, we were both talking about like what benefit product that we would get. We both kind of decided that we were going to get Hoola because we both really wanted to try it out because a lot of people were talking about it. So I pulled out Hoola, and the woman kind of convinced me to get the Chicafon palette because in all actuality, it's basically the price of 2 powder boxes that they have, or something along the lines of that, and you're getting 5. So I was just like, alright. And then the woman working at Sephora was like, oh yeah, but if you buy 2 benefit products, then you get this green sticker on your receipt, and with that green sticker, you get a benefit bag with Patrick and Manny's signature on it. And my mom was like, get a second product, and I felt really bad because she was already paying for this, which is like 50 something bucks. And so I was like, okay. And I got a roller lash, which I really like that mascara. And then my mom ended up paying for the whole thing, and I felt really bad. But she was like, now you get the bag. I was like, I get the bag. I'm going to take the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in Times Square. Mainly because it has like those undertones that are common to peach and peaches and stuff. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to put it on. And now for highlight. Since I did use peachy eyeshadows today, I think it's only fitting that I use Peach Goddess. Sometimes if I put a little too much on, it looks like it's a little too dark for me, so then I lighten it up with another highlight, which I will be doing. I like to use the Real Technique setting brush to like put it on my cheeks. I don't know, just a brush that I really like to use. I like to load it up too. I know I really don't need to, but I like to load it up. And to lighten that up a little bit, I'm going to be taking Mary Luminizer from the Balm on this Wet n Wild fan brush, and I'm just going to be popping it on top. I really like this combo. And this is the finished look. Thank you so much for getting ready with me today. And if you watched this while you were getting ready today, leave it in the comments below. I'd really like to know. Also, please let me know if you would like to see the series about influencers that influence me. Leave all of your suggestions and responses to what I'm trying to ask you guys in the comments below, and please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any other videos that I am coming out with in the future. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Goodbye, guys.